Sometimes we need to change the tree structure to a list structure. To do so, we can right-click on this tree output, click on Flatten, and you can see that there's a symbol, which is a flatten symbol, that flattens a tree structure into a list structure. So if I use point list to further investigate and change the size to slightly larger points, you can see the index of the points are from 0, 1, 2, 3 all the way to 10 on the first row. And from the second row, it's 11, 12, 13, 14, and all the way to 21 and 22 on the third row, and so on. You can also notice that the wire linking the two components turned into a double solid line, which meaning that it's a list instead of a tree structure. You can also cancel your operation or remove the flatten operation by right-click on the P output and click on the flatten one more time. So this will turn your action back. This will become a tree structure again. So let's look at the tree structure one more time using the param viewer. So you can see that that's what the tree looks like for now. And if you zoom in, you can see there is the index for the branches. There seems to be a redundant zeros naming convention. We can simplify that by right-click on the P output and use the simplify function. Now you can see that we can name all the branches in a simpler way. If you look at the tree, now from the main point, we have 5 branches. Inside each of the branch, we have 11 points. Sometimes we need to put each of the point into a single branch. To do that, we can use the graphed function. And now you can see that I have 55 branches. Each of the branch has 1 point. In this case, if you use list item to select any of the points, you'll see that regardless of the index, you'll select all of the points because all of the points will be indexed as 0 because you have 1 point per branch. And sometimes you'll get a tree structure coming out like this, but you want to change it into a different structure with 5 or 10 items in each branch. You can do that by trimming the tree. So make the tree branches simpler. So trim tree. By default, the depth is 1. So you are trimming 1 depth. You are turning the structure back into its original structure, which you have 5 branches. Under each branch, you have 11 points. So you can see that if you plug in to this point list, that just reverted your action. So under each branch, you have 11 points. Occasionally, we will need to turn a list into a tree structure. As an example, let's create a series of numbers from 0 all the way to 8,760. And this will give us a series of numbers from 0 to 8,759, assuming this is a simulation result for hourly data, which contains 8,760 hours per every year. Now, if you want to investigate daily simulation results, you could use a partition list component and partition into groups of 24, which is the number of hours in a day. Then your output would be 365 days. So it contains 365 branches. Under each branch, there are 24 points. You can see that by using the param viewer. There are 365 branches. Under each branch, you have 24 data points. And I can simplify it to make it simpler. I can draw a tree structure. You can see that it's a much denser tree. And there are 365 branches. Under each branch, there are 24 data in this node.